Hi, Mark Haynes here, and welcome back to the next instalment of our common problems that I see coaching people day in day out. Just one of my clients here, and James's concept. If we look at his old ones on the left here and new one on the right, now the old one always had a concept of trying to move his shoulders first or turn very early. So here James is just trying to turn straight away. So this starts moving things in the wrong sequence. So rather than moving the club head first, which has got the furthest distance to move in your swing, he's moving his shoulders first. This gives us the wrong sequence. So as James keeps turning, the club doesn't really what we call set very much. So his wrists look like they've not really done anything at the start of his swing here, and things are moving in the wrong order at this stage. So as he goes round, because the shoulders moving first, he doesn't quite get into the right hitting position with his body. On the way down, as he tries to get back to the right hitting position, the club actually starts to come the wrong way in. He sort of throws his store up out, what we call casting, and as he hits it, doesn't quite get back to the right impact. So it looks like he's got a bit of a gap here in between his arms, and he can't really compress and trap the ball against the floor properly. So the new one here on the right, we're trying to get James moving the club head as soon as he can without moving his shoulders, or it feels like he's not moving his shoulders. So then when he gets to the top of his swing, it looks quite different when we compare it to the old one. This looks better here with the left arm on the club. Shoulders are okay, and body looks in a better position to hit the ball. So the new one from here, he can maintain that as he comes in and gets back to a much stronger impact here. So when we look at these two, we can see that the impacts are quite different with the body and how this left arm and how he's getting his wrists at impact here. So from there, James can actually start to come through better with his arms and his body rather than going underneath here. So the new one, the right side, comes round and actually follows through better, whereas this one here has to hang under a bit and you get the gap in the arms. So James is doing a really good job with this. Okay, so we'll look at the back view now. And for anyone who's watching this, then if you know that you turn very early in your swing, or you're trying to, and maybe not getting the ball flight and the results that you want, then maybe this is worth considering for you. So if we look at the old one again on the left here, as James turns very early, we can almost see the body lifting and the spine lifting a little bit at the start. So the club here actually comes too much behind his body, and his arms are actually too high up at this stage. So from here, the club tends to go what we call across the line a little bit. So that's when the club shaft points this way. So if you know you're across the line at the top of your swing, there's a good chance your club's going to be going too flat too soon, and that might be because your shoulders are trying to turn too early. So here, because of how James moved at the beginning, his body's not quite in the right hitting position here with his spine and his knees. So the new one, we're trying to get James to move the club head first, and this looks like it sets very different and goes up very different to his old one. So he's now lost the across the line position with the shaft, which is good. And James's spine's more over here, which is creating room for him to swing the club into. His old one with his spine and his legs kind of here, he hasn't really got any room to swing the club the correct way on the way down. So as the old one, the shoulders turn back and the spine tries to find the right hitting position, the arms and the club get thrown out sort of steep or over the top. So the club looks like it's coming down through his left forearm here. Whereas the new one, because the spine's better and he's moved better, the club can actually drop more on his right forearm, which is where we'd like the club to be coming from on the way down. So this is more the inside kind of pack, or just hitting from the right direction. So if we look at the old one again, the club goes outside his hands and a bit steep, and then it'll look a bit kind of jammed up at the bottom here as the club's coming into him too much. And we get a bit of the left elbow starting to wing out, but that's just James trying to fight the ball going left. So the new one can actually swing under his body a lot better here, due to the better movement at the start. And on the way through, again it looks different. This left arm can actually start to fold in now. So really what we changed with James was a little bit of posture, but his concept of what is moving first. So it's a lot more kind of setting the club head or moving the club head first, and setting his kind of left arm and the club in a better lever position at the bottom of his swing, rather than turning so the club goes too flat or around him, which then gives him this across the line position at the top of his swing. So if this is your concept, then maybe this could help you. I hope this video helps. Any feedback would be great, and look forward to seeing you next time.